Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing something amazing. So I've done Mars, I've done Jupiter's moon, but today we are going to be launching Venus into the Earth at a massive speed. Hopefully killing all life on Earth. One speed of light. Now I'm going to turn it right down because this is pretty fast. As you can see, this is only in milliseconds. And when I say milliseconds, I mean less than milliseconds. 6 milliseconds a second. So it takes 100 milliseconds, I believe, or 60 milliseconds, I believe, to get to a second. So the impact will happen quite quickly. Hopefully this is correct. It does look like it. To us, we wouldn't be able to see anything because it's actually blocking off. Unless it's nighttime and we see just this dark patch in the sky. That would be quite freaky. I'm expecting this to destroy Earth completely. When I say completely, I mean gone. Maybe even vaporized. Because I believe... Let's check some stats before we actually get the impact. It's 20% less than Earth, so I guess Earth would win the battle, but there would be enough kinetic energy to destroy the Earth anyway, so no one will win. In theory, we should get to a heat where we vaporize, like a gamma ray burst. It would be enough kinetic energy. It would just happen so quickly though. Just so quickly. To me, Venus looks bigger than Earth. That's just because of the fatter atmosphere. And the atmosphere is higher than Earth's. Okay, we are about to have collision. Definitely by now we know what's going on. I mean, we have to, right? And slowing it down. I don't believe I'm having to slow it down to even less than a millisecond. It's just so goddamn quick. So what could possibly make Venus do this? Well, ejection from the sun is possible. Okay, collision. No surprise actually, it's created so many fragments. In fact, it's 6 times the size of the Earth, and it's going at light speed. Shit, look at Earth. And I was right. It looks like the temperature's just growing so much, and it's all over the place. The mass is just going up and down, up and down. And what happens into the impact? So most of the crust is ejected out from Earth's atmosphere. Well, Earth's, you know, in theory. So it looks like I've actually bugged out the game at impact. Well, it seems like somehow it's actually lasting longer than what I thought it would. It just went light speed, stop. And it looks like most of the kinetic energy... Oh, yeah, here's the kinetic energy here. Shit, that is quite scary. It's not even impacting Earth as I expected. I mean, look at it. That's just taking out most of the planet. Holy God. This would be awful to see. I mean, the shockwave in itself is slower than the rotation of this. Even shockwaves from Venus could be going on to Earth. I mean, look at this. It's nearly back at where it started. How's Earth's temperature? How's Venus's? Venus's temperature is actually hotter than Earth. So a lot of the kinetic energy, like a break, it hit the object that was moving. However, this is enough to destroy the world. Of course it is. I mean, looking at the mass, it's actually still growing quite fast. But it's like only 10% of the Earth. Jesus Christ. This is taking out pretty much everything. It's melted the crust, it's ejected everything out. That's why there's so much water. in theory, this could go on, if it keeps going like this, for hours. Ah, yeah. Maybe hours, maybe half an hour. It is heading in there. It's actually destroying Venus, if anything. This is interesting. Of course, this is like, look at all these craters from this impact. Okay. So it looks like most of the impact is hitting now. I don't like this word, but it's penetrated through the Earth's crust, and the energy is traveling through what is left of the Earth's crust and the Earth itself. So it seems like the Earth had to get, well, the impact had to get to a certain point. Look at this. That is all shockwaves. All those explosions, Jesus Christ. All these would be new volcanoes if Earth survives. Because I believe that Venus has taken some of Earth's mass, and I believe Venus could swallow up Earth. I mean, look at it. It's engulfing Earth. The whole light of the impact is just raw. However, the mass is still growing on Earth. But it's only 50% of what it used to be. So in theory, speeding it up. Shit, it's still settling down. It's lasted for half an hour, the impact. Oh, that was quite surprising actually. Earth actually is the one that survived the impact. And in theory, we should have lost... Oh shit, I didn't realize how far away from bloody, our orbit we are. Jesus Christ, we're gonna get shot out to outer space. And look at that, we're still going... Earth has collected all that kinetic energy and we're going to speed of light. And we are... Yeah, there goes the water. And in theory... we should cool down like always. Quite quickly since we're hitting such far away from the sun so quickly. And we should see water return for a bit. And when I say for a bit, I mean maybe a day. Liquid water. If the temperature does drop, of course. So it looks like it's going to take forever to actually get back down to that nice temperature. So I might do some single steps here, just so it doesn't lag. Yet again, it is actually quite faster to do it this way. And we can suspect that the temperature in the next few thousand years, when I say few thousand years, I mean tens of thousands of years, once the kinetic energy is gone, it would be on a livable rate for a few years. And when I say a few years, I mean hundreds of years without a parent star. Of course, going out to outer space, we go to the threat of more asteroids and all that kind of stuff. Look how far away from the sun we are. Actually, we can check, can't we? Pretty sure we can in the settings. We go motion, basics. Where are you? There should be a part that is... There's no orbital. No, there's... The strongest attractor is still the sun. Quite interesting. Rotation speed is decreased. Oh, rotational speed has increased actually. It's actually slowed down. And in theory, in the next few tens of thousands of years, sorry for the lag, but this is the only way we're going to get through to the stats of what Earth would be like afterwards. This was a huge impact, one of the biggest impacts that the whole solar system would have seen in ages. Look at how far out the sun is. Jesus Christ. Would barely be able to see it. It would just be like a little star at night if anything survived. Shit. It's taking forever to actually drop down in temperature. It looks like we're heading for a galaxy far, far away. at the speed of light, well, we might meet another orbit or something later on, and maybe once it collides we might go, hey, that used to be our planet. Who knows? Jesus Christ, this is taking forever. I might pause this part of the video. But yet again, we can discuss some other things. Let's take a look at our graph and see what's occurring. So it seems like every few years we see a decrease of temperature. How's it? So we've actually lost most light, so we're barely going to be able to see anything unless we put the sun towards it. So might do that. Let's just skip quite a few years into the future. You know what, let's just go put it to 16 and be done with it. Okay, so we can actually see still. Thank God for that. And I'm going to slow down the simulation so we can actually see what's occurred. So by now, shit. So liquid water would possibly survive for a very long time on an impact like this. It's enabled with the climate. And it doesn't seem like it's showing up here, but it's showing up here. We've got the ice still. We've got ice increase. Oh, yeah, it's there. It's starting to freeze over. Yeah, see how far that temperature dropped? So it's going quite fast. And we are ice planet now. However, in theory, we should have enough kinetic energy for volcanic eruptions and earthquakes still. So possibly under the ice, life could have survived somehow this far out into space. Now I'm curious, what would occur if Mercury just hit at the 10 kilometer a second we usually use? What would actually occur? All the way out here. I hope I didn't launch another one. I don't know if the game's bugging out or what. Oh, it's on pause. I didn't realize that. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, basically the same. Still has atmosphere. Okay guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you disliked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.